Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Days siege for you here today. We have a 3v2, which is unusual to see because usually, balance teams up to make it fair. So just on micro, but this is a 3v2 with 2 defenders against 3 attackers. We do have a interesting side. We have the Wooden Realm here with their Lasgalan warriors. We have also got Dale as well over here, I believe as well, somewhere along the line. I think the guys in yellow, yeah, over here are Dale, and then way off over here on their own is Gondor here on the offensive as well. And on the defense, we do have the Anduin Vale, and we also have the Easterlings as well. So some factions that have had some updates done to them, and we're also playing on one of the new maps, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how the defenders do on this one. Certainly, I feel like could be quite a good map for a 3v2. I feel like because it's not a very large settlement. Getting 3 armies crammed in here could be quite difficult. I mean, they already have 4,800, nearly 5,000 troops. They're against about 5,900 to start off with. And there already has been a little bit of melee. Literally, as I loaded in this attack happened. So yeah, Anduin Vale has a whole bunch of guerrilla-type units. So Greenwood Foresters here. And we have a whole bunch of them over here as well, and some Greenwood Rangers all getting ready. These are tier 3, so actually a pretty good unit. So hopefully they get them back inside, because they might be able to resupply and reuse those jabbies, which could be very effective against pikes and pole arms. But they are immediately going to go out. They're going to try and sally out, and they're going to attack the Lasgalan warriors here. Evidently, there's not really a rule on Lasgalan warriors, it seems like. They are just spamming them out. They are a ranged hybrid unit, so to bring them and also a whole bunch of rangers is pretty insane. It looks like there evidently wasn't, yeah, like I said, a rule on range. If he's going to use the bows, he might not. He might just use the shock, which if that's the case, fair enough, but you're not really using the full capability. So that's going to be pretty dangerous. I can see why they maybe have decided to sell out to try and weaken these units as much as possible. We also have a cav unit back here as well. So, I thought that was, sorry, I thought for some reason that was a defender unit that was somehow out there. That's Dale's cav. Don't know why that's so far back. And it looks like there is potentially going to be a huge sally here by the Eastlings, and we're also going to have the Aethered Lancers here of Anduin Vale, so it could be a very, very quick start to today's siege. It's a pretty close one, I've been told, so definitely worth getting some snacks and some drinks for this one. But yeah, I think we're gonna start here, and we're gonna press play, and we're gonna see what chaos takes place, and I hope you guys do enjoy. It looks like, yeah, the Green Forest is here. They're going to get their jabbies off. Evidently, the Elven player is not woken up to the danger that is in front of him. And there you go. The axes go off, as do the jabbies, and they are going to start dropping. These units already down to 69 out of 100. That is a really bad start there. And the Foresters actually got most of the jabbies off. This one didn't. Oh, and this one actually didn't get any of his axes off either. There he goes. He got some axes off there, but they want to try and get all their axes off because they're not going to get a second chance to get the volleys in. Here comes the Cav selling out. We've got Aethered Noble General selling out. Very nice that this Forester was going after the Onager. Didn't quite manage to do it, and it looks like the Cav's going to deal with the Foresters now. It's a shame because that would have been a huge win. The Cav might be able to finish that job off. Getting the Onager crew could be huge. We've got Thranduil going in here with his Elven King Riders. And he's going in against the Aethered Noble. So there's a General v General here. Thranduil's Cav is by far and away the best Cav in the game, I've been told, and I would believe it. Look at them. They look beautiful. Armor like that, you'd hope they'd have good stats. They are going in. They are absolutely messing with the Aethered Nobles here. This is actually the general unit. He's actually gone in there against Dale Cavalry Regiment, which is equally dangerous. Anduin Vale really risking it all early on here. More Lancers sallying out as well. Thranduil weirdly has actually left that combat. He's going after the jabbies. Oh, I think it's because he's worried that he's going to get jabbed in the face here, which he is. And I was going to say, the Lancers got another decent charge there. And actually, Thranduil might be in real serious danger here already. I mean, of any of the factions to lose their general early on, the Elves not the worst one in the world. Wooden Realm has pretty good morale, but yeah, they're getting jabbied in the back. You can see Thranduil actually has already got jabbies in him, and he's getting pretty blooded up over there. That is not a good sign, and he is at half strength. He's getting pretty beaten. They're probably going to get at least another volley off there. Cav from the Eastlings going into the back of the shock infantry there is doing God's work, that's for sure. And the same over here as well. We've got Kahar going in, and he's getting really good side charges, rear charges there. And that shock infantry is being annihilated. And this is a terrible start here for the attackers, who have not been able to really get set at all. Thranduil has managed to somehow extract himself. How, I'm not sure. The Aethered Lancers there need to chase him down and hunt him to the end of the earth. If they kill him, they could pretty much wipe out the Wooden Realm army here almost immediately. Archers here getting picked off, Lasgarland Rangers, light archers, really easy to charge and kill with cavalry. Looks like axes are now getting into the fight here. Lasgarland axes, that might stabilize the front a little bit. We've got Prince's Sergeants here from Gondor coming over to support their elven ally. There you go, enemy general has fallen. That is Thranduil gone. He charged in, funnily enough, into the Greenwood Foresters here and has actually been killed by them. Of all things to be killed by. The Onager crew, I think that's also been got. I think that's been run down by some cavalry. I can't see it, so presume that is gone. That's another big win there, with that being killed off. Oh, and yeah, Thranduil's gone, but I was going to say, the Aether Noble here of Anduin Vale also very close to die. He needs to get back. They cannot afford to lose that. That would be a bit of a bump in the road. And there you go, enemy general is gone. That is Anduin Vale's general also gone. So yeah, I mean, it was a decent idea, but it is definitely certainly backfired on them a little bit. Kahar definitely needs to get back now with 32 riders left. Get that man back. He is yeah, in a bad spot as well. They are going to try and get a charge here with the Dale Cavalry Regiment. They might do because they are fresher. And Kahar actually is not. They're winded and Kahar's active. Prize, this cav here has not gone in to sacrifice itself to save itself, to save Dale's, to stop Dale's cavalry there. And we've got spears moving forward as well from Dale to try and block the gate, which is really smart there. Kahar's now forced to stay outside the walls. Gondor's also blocking this area with Citadel Guards and archers, so he can't go in that direction. Kahar's kind of a little bit trapped. I think he could have got to the gate, though. I think he absolutely could have made that. Dale Cavalry Regiment going in. They're getting jabbied again. Doing great work, those Greenwood Jabbies, that's for sure. One of the Lasgarland warriors has survived. And the cav out here doesn't look like it's now going to be able to get home, so it's going to cause as much chaos as possible outside. And it's still going to be able to do a lot of damage. These Lasgarland axes aren't going to be able to easily respond to the cav charge. And another one coming in there. Beautiful charge going in there into the elves. Shock is, yeah, one of the units you do not want to have cavalry charge because it just, yeah, it's just battered, especially a bow unit like that. Evidently, he's not using the arch ammo. He could have been using it, so evidently he's obeying some like the rules of like so much range. Fair enough. I kind of like that. It is like obviously like a shock infantry, but you can just turn the unit off. You don't want to be forced to bring the lower tier shock. There you go. The Storm Riders have gone in to stop the sergeants. Kahar is bizarrely still out here. He definitely could have got in at some point. And this is going to be his doom, I think, here. He's going to get charged in the back by Prince's Sergeants. That will probably kill him. There he is, in the purple. Can't miss it. He's looking very glorious. And this is not good. The defenders are about to lose both their generals really early on. I'm starting really strongly. Losing both their generals, yeah, really costly, that's for sure. That is really, that is sad to see. And there you go, the Storm Riders going in, but a little too late. And the spears here are getting shot in the back of these Watchpost sentries. I mean, it's not a bad target to shoot with the Peregrine Rangers, which is the new bow unit. If you've not seen them, I definitely recommend checking out the update video I put out a couple of days ago. And if you've been sleeping under a rock, if you're all interested in things Total War, yeah, Dawnless Days has had another update. After what is all, like, we've had two in like about as many months as well, which is insane. Anyway, while that excitement's been going on the other side, the attackers have got in here. Dale has landed. Runic Warriors are fighting here. It should be an easy matchup for them. But yeah, it looks like Dale's having to deal with mostly Eastlings over here, Clan Guards. But now no general. This could be a bit of an easier job. I'm kind of rooting for the Eastlings though. Like I said, Eastlings and Anduin Vale, two of the weaker factions. I want to see Eastlings do great again. So make them strong.
This is a shameful display.
But yeah, the Clan Guards are holding for now. Actually, Dale is losing. The Violent Guards losing to Carnage Sentries. Why? Why? I don't know. They've got no support from archers at all. Gondor over here is actually not doing too bad. And Gondor's been pretty sneaky. He's got his Blackroot Vale archers there. He's shooting into the back of the pikes here of Anduin Vale. He's got Carrick Wardens here just getting shot in the back. And Anduin in the center. That's a pretty tough defense to try and break through there. But yeah, nice little move there from Gondor. I'm surprised that nothing's been sent over here like an archer unit just to go and shoot that. They've got so many archer units being passive here as well, Longbow. Send them over there, deal with that, because otherwise that pike defense is going to get undone very easily. Shock went in over here. What was that? Warriors of Losnark, and that again also just faced Carrick Wardens. It looks like, do they come? I They came over the back here. They beat something here. So they beat some foresters or something like that. Elegant Marines landing. Look like they've used their Javies already as well. And got Gondor swords going in. Yeah, oh yeah, they're kind of they're having some pathfinding issues. Like some of them are going through the gate, some of them are going over the wall. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, the Anduin Centaurs are just murdering those that have gone through the gate. It's unfortunate. They are going to get the rest of the unit around the back. They're just going to get shot in the back though. Here, it's a really tough spot to try and attack. It really is. But yeah, so far, I mean, I'd say so good. I don't really know. It's hard to say. They've lost a lot of assets that the defenders fighting out there. I mean, what numbers are they at now? Yeah, 2,900, just over 2,000, just under 2,000 troops lost in that sort of push. I mean, they killed 2,000, which is pretty good as well. But they needed to get that KD up a little bit just to try and close the gap. If the generals hadn't died, that would have really helped as well.
Their units.
Certainly, like Anduin Vale. Anduin Vale's like units, I feel like a lot lesser in some ways. These things though aren't that great either. These kind of sentries I can't imagine they're going to hold for long, especially against fighting guards. It's surprised they were winning a bit, or at least the guards were losing. They still are. 2 of the sentries now. They are about to break through here. Yeah, Violent Guard's taking a lot of losses, though, trying to get through this low-tier defense. I think it is because the archers support their Ferrigan Rangers shooting down, supporting that. Got a general out here, King Brand. So they got a bow general. I'm surprised this was not a key target as well to try and take out with all that cav that was mobilized. But I guess he's not really in a position where it's easy to sally out. Certainly Wooden Realm, pretty isolated, pretty easy to deal with. Gondor here, still trying to unlock this defense. Not really having much luck. These 2 units here holding up pretty much all of Gondor's army. To be honest, like he's landed some of the troops over here as well, but they're being kind of held back as well by foresters and archers also doing the work, and Javies as rangers are there. The men of the White Trees slaughtering these foresters, fellow men. Aragorn will be rolling in his tomb, seeing this. I guess he's still alive at this point. He'll be in his tomb. Yeah, they're taking a lot of losses, but they look like they're going to break through that choke point, and there isn't anything yet set up to really deal with that. They might need to put something in that choke point. They've got pikes and polearms ready. There are some spears as well, but there's a lot of units that are pretty vulnerable to archers, which is a bit of a problem because the attackers still have quite a lot of range units here. Gondor especially seems to have a lot of ammo left. Elves pretty short when it comes to ammo, and they don't have any left. Lascars and Warriors, I presume, won't be allowed to use their ammo because the archers have been used a little bit. Dale is, by the looks of it, breaking through here as well. He's killed off clan guards here. And he's also getting through over here. He's killing off runic warrior wards. Yeah, these things slowly getting pushed down. The gate defense here, the clan guards, is getting surrounded. These big shielded spears trying to hold the line. Yeah, Brand, I mean, yeah, he's also got a lot of ammo as well. So they've got plenty of units that can fire and do a lot of damage to these halberds and these pikes, which are going to have to get sent in. Yeah, you can see Carrick Warden's gone in to block that position, stop Gondor from getting through. Gondor's immediately got down to shooting that Warden. Anduin Sentinels are falling back. I think they're going to fall back and let Gondor in, and you're going to have the Anduin Sentinels hold that position instead, which is actually a good idea. Nice little play there from the Anduin Vale. Not opposed to that. This is not great though. Obviously, the Plague Marines have got in. They very much encircle these 2 units here, and they are going to get trapped. Surprisingly, they continue to defend here and not pull these guys back once the defenses were starting to be tightened. Yeah, I mean, that's 2 dead units that are otherwise would have been very handy for his last defense here. I mean, what is it looking like? 3,100 against 2,100. That's not a big difference, to be honest. And really, the elves are still really slow in arriving into this fight. It really is pretty much a 2v2 in this mode. Dale and Gondor are doing most of the pushing, most of the dying at the moment. Wooden Realm, though, has done plenty of dying already early on. Done a nice little sneaky flank here. I'm surprised that the defenders allowed this to happen. They should have stretched his Clan Guard out long ago and stopped this from happening. Yeah, they're just going to shunt a couple of units around. Really nicely done there. We are going to see Carrick Wardens come and try and block that gap, but they could always just side charge the Clan Guards here, which are already losing in these sword fights here. Archers, the Ferrodrim Rangers, they just need to start firing overtime. They've got plenty of ammo left. Just start side shotting all these units here, turn this around, kill the Dalians, and literally you can fire down here. And you could not miss. You can sort of see in the bottom left of your picture there, all those Dalian troops. Let's just watch a volley. See how many they kill here. Go on, get a volley off, boys. Yeah, not as actually as many as I thought. It was not a very good volley, guys. Work on your accuracy there. They actually are probably trying to turn their arrows and start firing at the Scarlet Blades, which are still capped at 1, by the way. But they have got numerous axemen here, which are also some pretty good stats as well, so they will be doing just fine. They'll want some revenge now. They want to kill plenty of forestmen after the pain that they put them through early game here. With the spears, the Clan Guards holding the line. They're actually breaking the Violent Guards here. They are pretty battered and bruised already, so I'm not surprised at this. This wouldn't be a usual result. These two units are healthy. The Violent Guards are definitely cleaved through the spears. Having already fought a couple of fights, they're just out of juice.
The enemy has found our concealed units.
Enemies found the concealed units. Oh, Avari Wanderers.
The men's
how have they
resolve
found
is
them?
failing.
Also, yeah, I forgot Dale has these as well. Well, if you did not know, Dale also has elves.
Our
There's
men have
Avari
given up
Wanderers
and are
now.
running for their lives.
Just a 1 unit. You can only bring one of his. That is capped at 1. It's again also a bow hybrid unit. Oh, maybe they. No, I lie. Elves, okay. I feel like this unit should definitely be capped at 1 still. Yeah, Dale can now bring a whole bunch of elves. Don't know how much I'm a fan of that. That definitely, I feel like I would have reduced back to 1 or maybe 2 at max. But that's kind of crazy. Okay, yeah, Dale definitely could be a really powerful faction now. Actually might become one of the meta factions to play, I feel like. He's already pretty well rounded, I thought. And then he's got, yeah, like some shock, which he didn't really need, I feel like. It was quite a good faction, I feel like, without shock. And they're also a hybrid unit. It's kind of the risk though of bringing them. If you use them as a bow unit, they are going to obviously probably then end up getting counter shot, and they're going to not be able to be used in melee. So it's kind of a difficult unit to use as the hybrid bow shock unit. It's certainly either you use them as shock or you use them as bows. They're probably not going to be able to get great use of both in a pretty good competitive game. They probably shouldn't. Still the guard, by the way, here just taking these hits. I'm surprised they're not just going in. Just go into the Clan Guards, because then the Anu and Longbowmen don't get this angle. I don't know why the Gondor player is doing this. Just go in, be aggressive. Maybe he's worried he's going to overextend himself. Really don't know. Attackers have sort of slackened their assault now. They're not really attacking on many fronts. Not even over here. Not even trying to push this. Pelican Marines. Attacking Anu and Sentinels, they might not win that fight, actually. It's a tier 3 spear. It looks like we're going to see them go in here. Yeah, here's another Avari Wanderer. And that is being sent in. It actually is going in as a shock. It's going to use its blades rather than its bows, and it's probably the right decision. Shock infantry excels against spears. These elven boys here should blade through the spears, and they're absolutely annihilating. Look at that. Yeah, these guys are dropping. They are dropping. There are also only 100 of them in the unit, and they're very light, so they are quite easy to focus down, and also probably win in a range fight. I would be interested to see whether a bow rabble unit, like a one-on-one, beat these guys, because they obviously are a much larger unit, so like a volley would probably do a lot of damage to them. Accuracy obviously comes into it as well, and morale, and these Avari Wanderers probably have better accuracy and morale, so they might outlast. But it'd be interesting. I think it could be quite close. We have got the other Avari Wanderers back there. They're using their ammo. They're actually trying to shoot Varric Bowman straight on over a wall. That's definitely not a good idea. Second spear and more polearms being sent there to try and stabilize this, but the second spear is immediately losing. The polearm needs to sort out its formation. Don't know what it's doing. It's gone like lengthways. I don't know what it's doing there. It's going to be losing men from doing it as well. The gate, funnily enough, has still not been captured here. The spears are still holding. I mean, in fairness, they're not being surrounded anymore. Gondor is having to send in more Gondor swords in a weak unit. Look at that. There are a lot of dead Gondorians there trying to get through this gate. They've still got Founding Guard to come in, and also another Sword Infantry and Boromir. Still got a few reserves, and another Spear out here, another Citadel Guard. Jeez. Like I said, I feel like nowadays, because there's less caps in multiplayer, I think we're going to see some just really like overpowered armies. Like just like really, lots of elites, potentially, because people will be like, oh, let's just play higher funds, because then we can just bring all elites. I mean, it's fun to see the elite stuff, but that's also kind of the point of it. It's like, it's elite. You're not supposed to see loads of it. It's supposed to be like 1 or 2 units and make a big impact. Yep, arrows coming in here doing a lot of damage to the local arrows. The spears backing them up. That's not a bad combo. Looks like the axes, the axes are losing, but the polearms are also losing, so that's not good. If they were combat even and not taking so many losses, that would probably be a good sign. But yeah, Lascon archers, Lascon axes are losing. I think it's also because the Javies here are driving into the side once again. The elves just can't get away from these Greenwood rangers. They are causing all sorts of problems for them. Over on this side as well, we've got pikes. They're actually winning this fight here. They're beating the elven axes over on this side. Can't say the same for the spears that are in there. Yeah, good on the character orders. They held their ground. Good on them. Oh. That's got an axes. I mean, that's the last unit there. I think they've got some other units of Gondors, and they should need to get these units in. Just going to put them close by, just to pressure on the choke point. Force the defenders to keep units there. Numbers-wise, it's 2,200 against 1,400. The defenders are holding pretty well. Oh, this is not good, though. Oh, they destroyed the barricade here. Nothing went in to guard the barricade. This is now into a bit of a mess. Halberds here trying to hold against Pelican Marines. And Halberds, I think, would win this fight typically. The Pelican Marines haven't got a great push here. But they're getting shot on the side. Blackwood Vale archers, and they're going to get absolutely rinsed here. That is not a good sign. A lot of archers here, though, for the Unknown Vale, which have not been doing a lot. They've definitely been really passive. It's been a small, you could say, black spot against their game. But yeah, they're going to start shooting those Founding Guard that are coming forward. Not a bad idea either, but maybe get rid of the archers. They're causing more of a threat right now. But the halberd is probably pretty spent. 54, 49. Yeah, they're not going to do much now. The general, what remains of his bodyguard goes in his general lust. Which is also not helped, but it doesn't seem to have affected the game too much. I haven't seen any units sort of mass route or like route early, I'd say. Things like, most things have held pretty well, pretty reasonably. Surprisingly. Yeah, Vanguard's holding now. Actually, the archers are getting great shots at the back here. Who is shooting those? There's Citadel Guards there. Oh, it's the Variac Bowman here. They usually need to now focus on that Founding Guard. Just get rid of it. Is this the same unit? No, they've just swapped over. I was going to say, we just saw one that had full ammo, but they've just swapped with the one that was on the wall. And they're going to take over and start blasting. They're shooting Gondor swords head on. Shoot the Founding Guard that are coming forward. They're going to cause a lot of problems. But there has been a breakthrough over here. Elves have broken through. They're not actually dealing with the Rangers. Navari Wanderers going in with all their ammo used up. The Ferrigan Rangers are now going in. They're getting their first taste of combat. And of course, it's against the Elves. So, yeah, what a nice debut there. Kind of giving samurai vibes, which was mentioned in the comments of the new update. These guys look kind of a little bit like samurai, which I do quite like. I think they look quite good. But not like too samurai-ish. like a little bit. I think it kind of works with the theme they've got going on for these things. Archers over here, they're focusing on the Barrow Wanderers. Yeah, not bad target. I mean, at this point, it's looking pretty dire for the defenders. I don't think they can hold this one anymore. Yeah, this choke point here is going to get opened up, but the Avari Wanderers are going to go. No, they're not going to get a volley off. They have no ammo left. But they're going to get a charge off here into the back of the spears, or not. Archers here save them for a few more moments. There's Longbowmen. They're getting some kills. I've seen a few Avari Wanderers drop here to Longbowmen. Pretty embarrassing as an elf. You've been training all your life just to be killed by a longbowman, which is not trained to fight, given an axe and told go into battle. If you hit anything, good on you, man. Good on you.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, this archer unit here, it just needs to just get off and just set up here, and then just rear shot now the Founding Guard. That would be what I'd be going for. That would be the perfect target to go for right now. I'm going to see spears and more shock infantry arrive. They actually, the Sentinels here are going to beat the Pelican Marines. That, like I said, I'm not surprised by that. What is this that's come forward? Warriors of Losnark. Okay, they've actually held one of these in reserve. Interesting choice. It's going to get, yeah, okay, the spears have actually turned around to try and help their allies, showing their backs. Now the Warriors of Losnark should have a much easier job. They're going to try and hold the line. And the breakthrough starting to take place over here. I think army losses are coming into it. Yeah, now, yeah, absolutely. 67 troops left against 1,600. And army losses just came in. No generals. And there you go. A mass rout is going to take place. And the attackers are going to win. But after a very, very rough start. Really well played by the defenders. The shame about their generals. I think that could have maybe changed a little bit. Yeah, also maybe could have just been a bit more effective with the cav. I think the cav, even though it did well, after its like initial engagement, maybe could have tried to withdraw it inside. I don't know, or just tried to get it, you know, keep it mobile, because it seemed to get bogged down and killed in fights it did not need to be in. But we'll end the replay there and have a quick look at the end results. This was sent in by General Spiffington, who is playing as Dale. So thank you very much, my dude, for sending this one in. Some reasonable kills for his army here. Certainly his swords suffered. One got 167. King Bran getting 121 kills. His Violent Guards, again, I mean, two of them suffered, but one got 201 is very, very good. But yeah, the cream of the crop of his kills came from the Avari Wanderers here. 319 kills, 231, 100 kills, and then his Cav getting 178 kills there. Just realized he brought no bows, but I guess, of course, he had the shock hybrids, yeah, so that is why he has no actual, like, out-and-out bows. And we have Conrad playing as the Wooden Realm. And he had 122 kills, one of his Lasgarn warriors. But yeah, most of these guys had a rough day in the office fighting those foresters. They really, yeah, did not have a fun time. Lasgarn Axes, 126 kills, 121. And then, yeah, Thranduil, 86. Yeah, the Onager killed early was a huge coup as well. Then we have Cut playing as Gondor. 201 kills with the Pelican Marines here. 117. They actually outscored all of his Gondor swords. And his, yeah, Warriors of Lost not doing a lot. Neither did the Citadel Guards, actually. Yeah, Gondor had a rough game. Blackroot Vale Archers, 176 kills. 125 with the Prince's Sergeants is not too bad. But yeah, rough day as well in the office for Gondor. Yeah, that is tough to see. And then we have Heated Pine playing as the Eastlings. They're getting 98 kills with Kahar before he fell. Definitely, I feel like should have been able to get him back to safety, but yeah, not to be. 173 kills with the Clan Guards. But yeah, most of them did pretty much nothing. Other than that, yeah, one got like 60 kills, which is not that great. 362 kills with the Ferrodrim Rangers on a debut. That is very, very good. Another one got 134 kills. They're better than the Veriac Bowmen, who are more expensive than them as well. And then we've got Locrian Storm Riders here with 160 kills. Is not too shabby. And then we have Nova 6 playing as the other Anduin Vale army, getting 102 kills with his Greenwood Foresters. Is not too bad. And they were fighting elves, most of these, so they've done very well. 185 kills with the Anduin Sentinels. 106 kills with the Karak Wardens. 231 kills with the Anduin Longwomen. 138 kills with the Greenwood Rangers. And then we've got 130 kills here with the Aethid Lancers. They're not too bad. But yeah, again, I feel like a lot of these Cav got pretty low kills and could have done a lot better on some of those charges. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days siege battle. I hope you did enjoy. As few of you have been saying that we haven't done any sieges in a while. It possibly is true. But here you go. A glorious siege for you to enjoy. I hope you did enjoy. And do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show support. It really does help out the channel. And I am in need of more Dawnless Days replays. If you do play the mod and have some glorious replays from the new update, do send them into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.